He has followed me home. Okay, I'm a little freaked out right now. Someone has followed me home and is standing outside my house. I can see him from my window. He's looking up at me with that same smile on his face, waiting for me to let him in. I know what you're going to say. I should call the police or just head out there and tell him to clear off. But there's more, and I don't know what to do. I'll try to explain so you can help. This is all because of my commute to work. I get the train every day in central London, passing through St. Pancras International towards Farringdon. It's standard, boring commute. I generally read all the way, apart from a small abandoned underground station between those two stops. It's derelict. It has clocks that have stopped. I used to enjoy passing through by pretending it was haunted, or simply because it was a peaceful image so at odds with the rest of bustling city around me. But then, last week, I saw him. We were passing through this forgotten station at a normal pace when out of the corner of my eye, I saw a figure standing halfway down a flight of stairs, his shoulders and head in shadow. At first, I thought someone had gotten the streamer lost. I remember being intrigued as to how he got there, perhaps wondering if I could go there myself. As I focused on him, all I recognized was a familiar blue suit, briefcase, and umbrella common to business types. He was just standing there, though. He didn't move. I tried to take him all in during those brief few seconds, but he was so out of place. As he was disappearing from view, I noticed a strange blurge to the briefcase and a constant thin dripping of black fluid pouring from it. It was a long day at work. The usual barrage of office life wiped any memory from my mind. In fact, I didn't get out of there till 7. The journey home was pleasant due to my missing rush hour. In fact, my carriage was almost empty. This was only a positive until I reached the same point of the line where I'd seen him that morning. The meeting I'd sat through at work, the dressing down I received, went out of my head as I saw the same flight of stairs approaching. They were empty. He'd gone. Perhaps I'd imagined him, I thought. Then the train's brakes tugged, as they do so often, and we slowly came to stop within the bounds of do not lot here. This happens all the time, and we generally start moving again pretty quick, so I don't worry. I focused on my book instead. A standard message came from the driver trying to explain why we stopped moving. It was incomprehensible, and nobody paid any attention. Then I saw him. He moved closer to the train and was standing in a broken doorway. With the extra light, I could see the way his clothes didn't fit him. They were practically falling off of him. His briefcase was somehow still leaking that black, thin fluid. A white, excited grin with lips that never stopped moving undercut his closed, crusted eyelids. His hair was slicked back like so many other suits I see on the train. At this point, I still believed this was some kind of joke, a flash mob YouTube thing. No one else on the train had even looked up from their phones. I looked back to the man, and he perceptibly turned his gaze to me. It caught my eye. Another message came from the driver. Thank goodness. But again, it was a garbled mess of feedback, like helplessly watching a glass of wine knocked from a table to the floor. The train doors began to bleep and open as if we were supposed to disembark. There was then nothing between the two of us. He made his first steps towards me, and I ran straight to the toilet, locking the wide swinging automatic door behind me. Nothing happened. Nothing moved. I waited for an eternity to use the toilet. For a second, I thought I heard footsteps, but whoever they were went away again. A small line of black fluid poured under the door but I waited before the train started rolling again before even thinking about moving an inch. Finally, the driver announced, "We have arrived at my stop," so I tentatively opened the door to leave. The carriage was completely empty, which was unusual, but not impossible to happen at this time of night. I noticed 3 unaccounted bags left by seats, and a few and a few phones on the floor. I went all the way home. Now, of course, I've noticed that I didn't escape. The man in the suit has followed me home and is standing outside my window. There is a straight trail of his briefcase liquid that leads up to my door, but he can't get in apparently. I'm beginning to think that the signs at the station, which read "Do not alight here," were some kind of sick joke or trick. I would have been better off facing the music when I had the chance.